Hi guys, this is Jisoo and welcome to my workshop. If you're new here, welcome. I am Jisoo, a Korean student who loves to draw, read, and study. So this is my online workshop where I share my life. So now let's go straight into our June 2019 bullet journal setup. So for this month, since it is the start of summer, I decided to set the theme as leaves and trees and those kind of greeny stuff. So right now I am designing my cover page. So the left side is for writing a quote and the right side is like the actual cover. So I am drawing a person sitting on a chair holding a small tree, which I think fits in with the theme. And the quote that I wrote is jaunty, joyful, jazzy June. After writing down the quotes and finish outlining my sketch of a girl on the left of the cover page, I moved on to the right side, which had a sketch of a lot of leaves drawn inside a Polaroid printed photo. So I drew like diverse leaves and plants inside and some flowers as well. And using my black it was 1.5 1.0 Pigma micron pen, I outlined all of the sketches, and this didn't really take me a long time, but it kind of took me a long time to get the idea out of my head because I had no idea what kind of like various plants to draw there, but I managed to do that. So, and with my kneadable eraser, I erased out all of the pencil sketches to color the drawings in with my Crayola Super Tips markers. So, since the theme for this month was like leaves and plants, I paint using my marker. I painted the girls' clothes with some dark green color and their hair with brown, which looks like black on the video, but it was actually brown. And her pants became like a less dark green. And her shoes, I thought it would be kind of like look boring if I color it in with another green color, so I colored in with blue, and it looked fine. Then I outlined the girl and the chair using thicker pen, and after finishing that, I colored in the right side of the page as well using various green colors. And for flowers, I kind of like thought of what color would fit with green, and I figured that probably like pinkish color would fit kind of well with those green and blue as well. So I only use like pinkish, reddish, bluish, those kind of colors for the flowers. And yeah, well, I really kind of like love the way this painting, should I say, this drawing had turned out, because I didn't expect in this quality. I expected it to be like a little bit more, much dirtier than it looks right now, because I was using the markers and I wasn't really good with markers, but I think I got better than before. So after finishing the cover page, I moved on to my monthly spread. So I wrote down the title, June. Obviously, I need the title for every single like spreads, because title is really important to me somehow. And I decorated my title, and for each of the day I drew a box with only 4 corners drawn, like not a full box, only like 4 corners, like in the video that is being drawn. I have no idea why I began to draw like this, but somehow I just wanted to do that. So I drew like 30 boxes with only 4 corners showing for each of the day. And like before, using my kneadable eraser, I erased all of these sketches out. And for the blanks, I wondered what kind of like plant to draw, but then the plant that I'm drawing right now, I don't know what this plant is, but this plant is like a very typical and well-known drawing of a plant. Like a lot of people draw like this, and I used to draw like this before as well. So this was the plant that I thought of immediately. And from left to right, the color is getting darker, and for the longest plant, the color is getting darker from top to bottom, because I just suddenly wanted to put the gradation in there, because I just felt like it. and for writing down the dates, I drew like a small leaves in each of the boxes, and I decided to write down the dates in the leaves, though all of them don't really look like leaves, but I drew it like leaves. I tried to make them look like leaves, but yeah. And yeah, I'm just like doing this like kind of like highlighting things to write down the days on top of them, like from Sunday to Saturday. Then after finishing the monthly spread, I moved on to my study tracker. Or should I say as like my day tracker, because like this isn't only for tracking my study, but it's actually for tracking my whole day and checking what I have done in what time, and have I studied in the time that I was thinking for, or like have I spent the time useful enough? Have I studied in the right time? Have I studied enough for that day? So that was the purpose of this spread. I've been doing this spread for like a few months, but somehow it was kind of like hard for me to track my day somehow. Yeah, and I have no idea why. So for this month, I really like decided to, and I was really determined to really track my day and make a lot of notes there. So for the next month, I can be really good at doing this, so I can spend my time much efficiently. So I drew like some vines across the page and did it really as simple. And then after the study tracker, I moved on to my habit tracker. So my habit tracker for this month became really decorative, and the reason for this was because I just wanted to make it look decorative, because for almost every single month, the habit tracker had been the least priority for me, so it became the simplest because it was kind of hard for me to get the idea out of my brain and to draw the habit tracker with much more imagination inside. But for this month, since the theme was leaves and plants, it was kind of easy to get a lot of ideas for this habit tracker. So right now I am decorating the title part. The part that's going to be a part where the title is going to be written. And here I drew a lot of leaves, so I'm coloring them in, each of them almost in different colors with my markers again. Some are colored in really in a dark color, and some are colored in with like bright colors, but I don't think that really makes a huge difference here. So since I didn't use the darkest color for coloring in the leaves, I used the darkest color for the background. so I can make all of the leaves just stand out. And the idea that I got was like, maybe I can write down the title on the background with a white pen, so it would look more fancier and splendid. That was the thing that I hoped. And for this month, I decided to track 3 habits, because I always mostly I tried to track like 6 or 5 habits, but that was really hard for me because that just blew my mind. So I just drew 3 large leaves with like 30 leaves attached. Yes, 30 small leaves attached, or like divided into 30 sections, so I can color them in with like every single day for if I achieve the thing. And those 3 habits were SAT and writing down something in the blog and reading. Yeah. So yeah, SAT, blog, and reading, as I wrote. So with my original idea, I wrote down the word habit using a white gel pen, but it seems like it didn't really work well, because like the white gel pen wasn't really that noticeable with the markers already used on the paper. Yeah, so anyway, I moved on to my expense tracker, and as you can see, the part where I wrote a lot of numbers from 1 to 30, which is implying the dates, it seems like something has been wrong with here, and that's true. Also, I messed up with the numbers, so I had to use my whiteout to just erase all of the things. Yeah, but anyway, that was enough of my mistake. And then after this expense tracker, I moved on to like a spread, which I have no idea what to say, but just like stay tuned in June. So this part is a spread where I just decided to put the photos of 4 songs that I should really like listen to in June, that I should listen to a lot. And yeah, but not only those kind of songs, but also the songs that I would love to listen and I would be listening a lot. So those 4 songs were like I Don't Care by Ed Sheeran and Justin Bieber, Tough Love by Avicii, Rescue Me by One Republic, and Me by Brendan Urie and Taylor Swift. So all of the songs are out right now, but I loved all of the songs here, and I just wanted myself to listen to them a lot in June, because I think June really fits in with these kind of like, exciting songs. Yeah, so that was the reason. And after finishing that, I finally moved on to my last but not least weekly spread. So for this weekly spread, I wanted to make it look really simple. So as you can see, this is becoming really, really simple. So I had like 8 circles. So for 7 circles, those are for each of the day, and the last circle was for the part where I can just make notes for the week. And I also had a section written down as goals, which I'll be writing down my weekly goals. And as I did with my monthly spread, I drew the plant, the most typical plant, I guess. Yeah, but I don't know what the plant is. That's the point. And I colored them in, with the green, and that was all. And this is the flip through of my June 2019 bullet journal setup. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and if you really loved this video, please press likes and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye!